forecast for the next week from Sunday to Saturday. Now, there's going to be some things happening. Our main unusual thing that's happening right now or tomorrow, what's expected to happen tomorrow, 60s and 70s in the Midwest and Plains. This is early March, so that's not really usual. It's very warm there. Now it's starting to move east toward Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky. These areas aren't supposed to get into the 60s, but they are right now. These aren't records, but they're still pretty warm. 81 is expected near Dodge City. 80 is into northern Kansas. Southern Nebraska could be getting into the mid-70s. And then areas sort of in the Central Plains could be getting into the 60s. Great Plains could be getting into the 70s. Interior Plain in the upper 60s. Great Lakes into the 50s and 60s. Still in the 60s, but a cold front is advancing from about Denver to the strongest areas are probably from about Denver to, I'd say, Clare, Washington, or Wisconsin. Cold front continues, and cold front continues from Colorado to Indiana, Michigan, Ohio. This is where Thursday AccuWeather is saying that there is a chance for some thunderstorms in these areas. We're not going to say anything. Take that with a grain of salt because we don't know about that yet. It's too far out, but we're going to be looking at that possibility. But don't go crazy saying it's going to be severe weather. It is going to be possible, but we are not sure how possible it's going to be or what the chances will be. It's looking like it could happen, but things can change. It might happen. It might not. It could be really bad, or it could be nothing. Just a few rain showers. Then on Friday, the cold front kind of weakens. And it kind of looks pretty normal right here. Some areas above normal, of course, in the Midwest, but 50 is only 5 degrees above average for where I live, and I'm sure it's not really a whole lot above average in any of these other areas. So this looks like a pretty normal weather forecast for early March. And then Sunday, still pretty normal, getting a little bit chillier in northern Maine, but that's northern Maine. It's just what they get. So that's what they have in northern Maine a lot. And our warmest area would be the southeast. And then maybe parts of California. But that's it for this. Now we're going to go on to AccuWeather and look at the forecast for the possible storms. Storm's going to start as showers and thunderstorms right around Kansas City, northern Oklahoma, southern Iowa. This will be the weaker storms. This could trigger some severe weather. And then the battle zone, the most likely area, if there was any severe weather, this would be the most likely area for it to happen. It would be the thunderstorms from about Kansas City to Pittsburgh, probably closer to Coffeyville, Kansas, but, I mean, Coffeyville is not that big of a town, but that's right around here. And then that will affect places like St. Louis, Indianapolis, Fort Wayne, Dayton, Akron, Columbus, Cincinnati, and maybe even Huntington, West Virginia, and Springfield, Illinois. And even outside of these possible thunderstorms, we could see gusts into the around 30 to 40 miles an hour. Then some storms over here later in the week into Oklahoma City, Dallas, and maybe into Midland, Odessa. Now, we're a little bit low in our tornadoes this year. We don't usually see that many by March, but 24 is the lowest we've ever seen in the past 16 years. Our peak of tornadoes is usually in May, with April and June both almost tied for second. March and July would be next, with July having more than March, and then August has a noticeable amount of tornadoes on average. Looks like the states with the most tornadoes would be Texas by a lot, but then after that it would be Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Texas, and Kansas for the month of March. I was surprised to find out that California has 2 tornadoes on average for March. But that's the end of this video. But check out the video I'm gonna upload probably in a few days. That's gonna be the top weather events of 2020. I'm still working on that, so it will probably be uploaded in a few days. If it doesn't get uploaded by chance, probably means it didn't work and YouTube was being bad and it didn't end up working. So that's the end of the video.